We start this week with the news that the former film mogul Harvey Weinstein has been indicted on rape and criminal sex act charges in New York City. Manhattan District Attorney Cyrus Vance Jr. announced the indictment on Wednesday and said it brings Weinstein another step closer to accountability. The move furthers the first criminal case to arise from a slate of sexual misconduct allegations against him. It came hours after Weinstein's lawyers said he decided not to testify before the grand jury. Weinstein's lawyer, Benjamin Brafman, said he would vigorously defend against the indictment and ask a court to dismiss it. He called the allegations unsupported and reiterated that Weinstein strongly denies them. Earlier, a statement issued through a spokesman on Wednesday said Weinstein's lawyers decided there was not enough time to prepare him to testify. They say he learned the specific charges and the accused's identities only after turning himself in last Friday, with a deadline set for Wednesday afternoon to testify or not. They say his request for more time was denied. Prosecutors declined to comment. The 66-year-old former producer has consistently denied all allegations of non-consensual sex. Weinstein's principal lawyer, Ben Brafman, held a closed-door meeting with others in the judge's chambers on Tuesday, during which he argued that bad publicity around his client would affect a potential jury. He later maligned one of the alleged victims in the case, saying she had a romantic relationship with Weinstein before and after allegedly committing sexual misconduct. He turned himself in last Friday in Lower Manhattan and was arrested and taken in handcuffs from the police station to court. He is also being investigated by police in California and the United Kingdom. In a similar vein, Morgan Freeman has threatened to sue CNN and release a video which he claims proves he didn't harass a pregnant reporter. In a 10-page legal letter addressed to CNN President Jeff Zucker, his lawyer said the story had defamed and inflicted serious injury on Freeman's reputation and career. Robert Schwartz wrote in the letter obtained by The Hollywood Reporter, at a minimum, CNN immediately needs to issue a retraction and apologise to Mr. Freeman through the same channels and with the same level of attention that it used to unjustly attack him on May 24th. Ms. Melas alleged she was harassed by the actor during a junket interview when she was pregnant, claiming he said to her she was ripe and commented on her body. During the interview, Freeman's lawyers admit that the actor said, "I wish I was there," according to the Daily Mail. Freeman, 80, claims the video filmed by the US news channel shows his comments were directed at Michael Caine, not entertainment reporter Chloe Melas, who was 6 months pregnant at the time. CNN reporter Ms. Melas, who co-wrote the story, was the only victim who spoke on record. Schwartz claimed Melas baited and prodded witnesses and victims to speak out against Freeman and was motivated by personal bias. He described the story as having malicious intent, falsehoods, sleight of hand, an absence of editorial control, and journalistic malpractice. The letter also demanded the network retract portions of the story for defaming and injuring. Now, CNN hit back at the lawyer's letter in a statement, pointing out Freeman had initially apologised after the story broke to anyone he may have upset. It said, "The unfounded accusations made by Freeman's lawyers are disappointing and are difficult to reconcile with Mr. Freeman's own public statements in the aftermath of the story. CNN stands by its reporting and will respond forcefully to any attempt by Mr. Freeman or his representatives to intimidate us from covering this important public issue." Now, sticking with legal issues, the day has turned from sunny to dark on Sesame Street as a New York City judge ruled in favour of the Melissa McCarthy starring comedy Happy Time Murders. Sesame Street took issue with the use of a slogan that referenced the show, which is what resulted in a lawsuit being filed late last week. Now, the Happy Time Murders is a film about two detectives, one human and one puppet. They team up to investigate the serial deaths of former cast members of a fictional TV show entitled The Happy Time Gang. And to promote the hard-boiled film, the Happy Time Murders poster used the tagline, "No Sesame, all Street," and therein lied the problem. The Sesame Workshop took issue with the Sesame Street references in the Happy Time tagline and sued STX Productions for its use. They claimed that connecting Sesame Street to the murder mystery of Happy Time was tarnishing their brand and feared moviegoers would believe that they endorsed the R-rated film. THR reports that the judge listened to both sides of the argument today and ruled in favour of Happy Time Murders. The judge ruled that Sesame Workshop had not effectively proven that fans were confused by the two properties. The judge also noted that advertising sponsors and parents had not complained about the use of the tagline. Now, when Sesame Workshop decided to sue Happy Time Murders studio STX Productions, the studio executives responded in classic puppet fashion. They released a statement issued by their lawyer, a puppet named Fred Esquire Fred, who first thanked fans for their positive reception of the film's trailer and expressed regret that Sesame Workshop had not felt the same way. He then informed Sesame Workshop STX Productions was confident in the face of the lawsuit, which it turns out was well founded. But enough of these trifles. The big news this week is that Solo, a Star Wars cash grab, is bombing. I'm serious on this. I mean, it will eventually turn a profit, these things always do, but when you find out that analysts believe that Solo will fail to crack $250 million at the US box office, a number that The Force Awakens came close to beating on its opening weekend at $248 million, that it's supposed to drop 60% in its takings from its first weekend to its second, which is pretty close to the 69% drop that Fan 4 Stick managed between its first and second weekend. Oh, and did I mention that it was outgrossed almost 2-1 on its opening weekend by Deadpool 2 Dead Harder? Although, assuming a vote on July 10th to allow shareholders to vote on whether the company sells the bulk of its movie assets to Disney, or instead considers a rival offer from Comcast, which they probably won't, goes the way everyone expects it to, the ultimate winner will be Disney, which will own pretty much every blockbuster you're looking forward to until beyond the end of time. You can't beat the House of Mouse, kids. And with that, it's time to end? Wait, were the legends true? Did I get to the end of a show without mentioning the MCU? Yes! I'm off to the studio to celebrate with my unpaid interns and the Heavens Fire Company card. Bollinger RD for me, lukewarm tap water with lemon for them. Am I not merciful? And I will see you guys next week, but what do you think, and how much do you think Solo is going to make in its complete run? Because it's certainly not breaking $1 billion. I'm Daniel, this has been Movie Wrap News. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, share, and please consider supporting us on Patreon.
Made possible by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.